In 1909, farmers across Alberta joined together to create a cooperative that would improve conditions for agricultural producers and bring modern conveniences to rural areas. The United Farmers of Alberta has grown from a small-scale cooperative into an intensive retail operation with about 120,000 active owners. To learn more, we visit an area where UFA history is alive and well. Let's venture 90 minutes north and east of Calgary to Hoppins Farms.
Hello, I'm Ken Hoffmans. I'm a third-generation farmer from the Huxley-Trochu area.
And I'm Kevin Hoppins, fourth-generation Alberta farmer in the Trochu-Huxley area.
My grandfather came here in '04. When you homestead, you get a quarter section. The government bets you $10 that you can't hang out for 3 years on it and make a living. So he decided he bet the government $10 and he won. He dug in here on this quarter and we've made it go.
We've been here ever since, and the family farm has just grown to what it is today.
Sometimes you're expanded because somebody left, like the neighbor said, "No, I give up." And you would take over his quarter and it expanded to 6 or 8 quarters. They decided to build a new house. It often amazed me, there's no power, so every cut in that 2-story house had to be done by hand. And if you look behind me, there's a granary over there, and I often look at it and think, holy doodle, every cut that's made there was done with a handsaw. So in '63 it was incorporated as Hoppins Farms with Frank, Norman, and Ken as shareholders. We've expanded now. We're doing about 8,500 acres of crop per year. We grow wheat and barley, both feed and malt, canola and peas.
I've often wondered, if I could somehow magically put a red dot every place on this farm where a Hoppins boot has walked in the last 103 years, what that might look like. And is there any spots left here, in fact, that haven't been touched by one of our family members walking around, working and doing whatever we do here on the farm?
It was on this farm that Wilfred Hoppins grew up, attended local schools, and later graduated from Olds Agricultural School. Throughout his life, he was active in the United Farmers of Alberta.
He was kind of a salesman for Alberta, for UFA, and he traveled across the province and met with groups of farmers to decide whether they could put together enough volunteers to get together and put in a UFA fuel agency. And so it's all about cooperation. And if you don't have everybody on the same page, it ain't going to work.
Wilfred's wisdom and his deep interest in helping others has been passed down from generation to generation. Ken's role with the UFA has spanned many years, and he is still an ambassador today.
It's an organization that commands a lot of respect in the community. They do lots of good work for the youth of our province and 4-H. They have a discount for kids in 4-H to buy their feed and their halters and whatever they need. So UFA backs Alberta.
And it's good to know that Kevin continues to carry on the Hoppins family tradition with the UFA.
My role as a delegate is to represent the members in my area and take forward concerns, good things and bad, and also to send the UFA message back to my community that we're here, we're in our community, and people tend to like to know that fact that they have a voice in their organization, in their co-op.
Trochu is an agricultural town, and UFA stepped to the plate. It took a lot of talking to convince them that Trochu was the place to build, but they built in Trochu, thank goodness, and it's never looked back. When UFA built this farm supply store, we had a grand opening. It was usually the custom that the president or the chairman of the board cut the ribbon, and Howard said, well, your dad was general manager of UFA, why don't we get your mother to cut the ribbon? It was quite a day.
To me, the secret with UFA is the people. You know, the people in the store, the people in head office, the people that make UFA happen.
It also includes sharing the community spirit with neighbors, friends, and families.
You know, family's pretty important to me. I grew up with a very large family. You know, I'm the 4th generation farmer, and my kids are 5th generation farmers, possibly one day. And it's kind of unique that my wife was also raised on an Alberta century-old farm, so our kids are 5th generation farmers on both sides, maternal and paternal, so we're pretty proud of that fact. I'm on the Trochu Fire Department. I took over when my dad retired in 1986.
I wanted to make sure the fire department had a Hoppins, and so I talked Kevin into it, or I guess I told him to. I'm not sure which.
And I've been there ever since, along with my brother Richard. He's now our deputy fire chief.
This community volunteers everywhere, and so it was just, you know, part of a day's job.
Well, Hoppins Farms, I can foresee it going for quite some time. I think the secret we have is it's all one. It's all Hoppins Farms. It's not mine, yours, and it's not my tractor, your tractor. It's our tractor, and it goes the same with the land.
UFA has been a reliable and supportive neighbor in Alberta communities for more than 100 years. Just like small towns, it was founded on the principle that we can achieve far greater things as a group than we can as individuals.